There is something strangely satisfying about a clean workshop floor, but if you have ever spent an hour ripping boards on a table saw, you know that dust has a way of finding every single corner of the room. That is where this little accessory comes into play. It is the Bosch TS1004, a genuine replacement bag designed specifically for a handful of their classic table saws like the 4000 and 4100 series. Now here is the thing about these bags. They are not exactly high-tech gear, but when you are dealing with a mountain of sawdust, having a dedicated collection point makes a world of difference. The fabric feels sturdy enough to handle the grit and debris that comes off a blade, and it attaches with that familiar, no-nonsense click that Bosch users have come to expect. It is not going to turn your saw into a hospital-grade air filtration system. Let's be real about that. You are still going to have some fine particles floating around, especially if you're cutting something particularly dusty like MDF. But for general shop cleanup, it catches the bulk of the mess before it hits the floor. What stands out, though, is the fit. Because this is an original equipment part, it slides onto the port without any of that frustrating wiggling or forcing that you get with those cheap, universal aftermarket knockoffs. It just sits there, does its job, and stays out of the way. One small quirk to keep in mind is that it can get a bit bulky when it starts to fill up, so you will want to keep an eye on it and empty it out before it gets too heavy. If you let it get packed to the brim, the airflow starts to suffer, and that is when you notice the dust starting to blow back toward the blade. It is a simple maintenance habit, but it is worth mentioning. Honestly, if you are still using a makeshift setup or a bag that has seen better days, this is a solid, inexpensive way to get your workspace back in order. It is not flashy, and it is certainly not going to change your life, but it does exactly what it says on the box. For anyone running those older Bosch models, it is a reliable piece of kit that keeps the shop just a little bit more manageable. It is a straightforward, functional addition that just works.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.